Three tools, one brain, and your AI can finally read it all. If you build with AI, you felt this, your notes are all in one place, your client data is in another, and your AI assistant forgets all of it the second you close the chat. Everyone argues Notion versus Obsidian like you have to pick a side. That's the wrong question in my opinion. You should use all three as three layers of one system. You write a third tool, Graphifi, on top so you can actually answer questions across everything you own. Free, mostly online, your data stays yours. I'm going to show you exactly how you connect all three of them. The full setup guide, everything that you're going to need to set all this up is going to be in the description below. So just grab it after. Welcome guys. If you're running an AI business, a coaching practice, an agency, a one-person shop, your knowledge is your greatest asset. Client notes, SOPs, course scripts, pricing, past projects. The problem is that it's all scattered and AI can't see most of it. So if you re-explain the same context 10 times a day, you'll be burning a lot of tokens and you will not be utilizing it as efficiently as it possibly could. These three tools will fix that permanently, and the magic isn't in any of them, it's how you connect them. And I'm going to show you exactly how. So we've got three tools. We've got Obsidian, we've got Notion, and we've got Graphifi. As you can see, Graphifi has a connection node, a variety of connection nodes, and this gives the ability to connect files and gives your AI the capability to connect the information and the data to each specific file, decreasing your token usage. If you want more information on how to set this up, just go back and watch my last video. Today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be integrating Notion, Obsidian, and Graphifi. I tend to use Notion as my main project database. This is where I store all my ideas, any to-do lists or anything along those lines, because I find it significantly easier to view, to create pages, and to create connecting pages that I can view very easily and understand. This is going to be a three-layer model, okay? Here's the mental model, because if you get this, the setup is really, really easy. Layer one is going to be Notion, your structured shareable layer. The magic here isn't that it's a database, it's the consistency in which the data shows up every single time, however you need it. Table, board, calendar, gallery, all in one place if you click it and you set it up right. It does take a little bit of time for you to understand how to use this database, but I find it's a very useful tool once you get a hang of it and once you start learning how to use these tools and how to create new pages and set everything up exactly how you like it. So this is my Life OS. This is where I store everything that I need and everything in terms of my ideas or anything that I'm currently work on. So you can drag them, nest them, combine them however you want. So your client wiki, your task board, your SOP library all live in one place, and you can share each page directly. So if you want to share a page, it's really, really easy. You just go up here, you click share, you go copy link. And once you copy the link, you just give partial access or full access to whoever you want to give. The good thing about this is it's got its proper REST API and now a hosted one-click MCP. So your AI agent can read and write in Notion too. It's not just a storage, it's a system that your AI can actually operate. Layer two, what we have is Obsidian. So this would be your private durable layer. Okay, every single node is in plain markdown files and it's sitting in your machine. It's stored within your machine. It's never going to leave your machine. No server, no proprietary format, no subscription. And for anything or for anyone handling client data, that's not a feature. That's a peace of mind, ideally. And here's a feature that most people sleep on. It also has a similar feature to the markdown connection layer that Graphifi has. So it gives you the ability to create a mind map, ideally. And this, I tend to think, giving you a secondary layer to connect all the information. It could be overkill in how you organize this, but I tend to think that you really don't know what's going to happen to your Notion, so you have a backup plan. Okay, so you have a backup plan where you store all your files or anything that you need. So you could be able to open any of these files in the next 20 years very, very easily. Now, the third one is the intelligence layer, and this is the one few people are talking about unless you're in the AI space. Obsidian connects your notes for you to read. Graphifi connects them for your AI to reason over. It turns the whole folder of markdowns into a queryable graph. So why does that matter? Primarily because of costs. Normally, your AI has to load a whole bunch of files into memory in order for it to answer you. It's slow. You're paying for every single one of these tokens. Graphifi hands it the relevant slice instead. In real-world use case, that's roughly 7 to 50 times fewer tokens. Cheaper bills, faster answer, and it doesn't fall over when your vault gets too big. And it answers what search can't. Search finds the word billing. Graphifi answers, how does my onboarding connection, or how does my onboarding connect to my billing flow? It walks the actual links. Ideally, I like to think about this as a digital neural-like data sequence, I guess we would call it. Okay. So you'd capture a Notion. Also, you can keep it in Notion, keep in Obsidian, which will be in your local computer, and connect everything with Graphifi. Okay. The first thing that you need to do is to give your AI a key to your Notion. In order for you to do this, what you're going to do is you're going to go to app.notion.connections. I want to go to app.notion.connections. You're going to click a new connection, give it name the connection, wherever, let's say you name it AI agent. And once you name the connection, it's going to give you an AI key, an access token. So you copy that access token. The easiest way, it would be to create a .env file. Once you create a .env file, so really quick, easy way would be to go .env. But since I already created one, it's not going to let me create another one. So you go .env, enter, and then you'll go Notion secret. If you don't know how to do this, oh, that's not the one. So you go in here, you copy it, you go back here, you paste it. And once you paste that, what you do is if you want to work on that specific file on your Claude, you go click, and then you just find the file that you want to work into. Once you find the file that you want to work on or you want to work into, it's going to show up here. Okay. This is a step that a lot of people do tend to forget. Okay. Is that you'll have to click the three dots on the top right-hand corner. Once you click the top right-hand corner, you go connections. You're going to click connections, add connection, and you're going to find your Notion. You're going to find whatever you created just there. And that is going to give your AI agent access to that particular Notion page or whatever Notion page that you want to direct it to. That therefore gives your AI agent access to Notion, and whatever you're planning or whatever you want to store in Notion, you can store it through there. But ensure that you do have your .env file already. The other option is the Notion MCP. However, the API or the local REST API gives your agent significantly more powers or more capabilities. Now, if we're going to go to Obsidian, Obsidian is slightly different. You're going to go to your settings. I have already set this up. However, to set it up, you're going to go community plugins. You're going to go to browse. You go to browse and you go local REST API, You're going to click that and you're just going to install and activate. If you want more information on actually getting it, you can click that. Again, I just tend to think that it's easier to let your Claude handle this sort of setup because it can do it for you. You can learn how to do it totally independent. So what you do is you can just copy the link, paste it, and ask and request for Claude to set this up for you. Okay, so your most sensitive thinking and sensitive files, things like your clients and things like unreleased offers, client specifics, pricing, all that sort of stuff should live somewhere local. That's what Obsidian is for. All these files are local markdown files resting in your machine. It's one install, one community plugin, and it's a local REST API. It spins up a little secure server on your own computer. That server is 127 0.012714. That's the local server in which your Obsidian is going to be connected to. So point Claude to this specific server. So you just copy that and point Claude to it. And there you go. Now you have Obsidian totally connected. Okay. And to get your Notion knowledge here as a durable markdown, Obsidian has a built-in importer that pulls straight from Notion. And in order for you to do that, it would be the same process. You'll go browse, go importer. Once you go importer, this will let you pull directly into your Notion page. Okay, so what you do is you would pull all the data from your Notion page. And in order for us to do that, let's go back here. We'll go importer and so we'll go through the exact same integration steps with the exact same API. You would be entering the API through the Notion settings. You would just follow this sequence, copy that API into your secret, go into your installer, your importer. You would enter it in here and it would be able to import all that data. Okay. From there, it'll be pretty straightforward. And then once you have your Notion data pulled into your Obsidian, you will go to the Graphifi GitHub. Again, very easy, significantly easier if you let Claude do this for you. You go to your Claude code, you'd paste this here or on the same chat and utilize that to your advantage. So once all of that is done, it's a very easy install process. I literally just asked it to pip install Graphifi for me, or you can just copy paste the Graphifi GitHub and it will do the installation for you. It is important to note that this does not actually update the database. You would have to prompt it to update your database. How I created it is by creating skills. Written memory file, long-term, medium-term, and short-term. And this would update my Notion and it would give and ensure that the right steps or the right set of data has been updated in my memory logs. And it will run you through everything, whatever you ideally need to get done. And by the end, you should have some sort of system like this where you have a medium-term folder, a shared long-term folder, and you should have a short-term folder. I don't really think you would need a short-term folder. And ideally, what that therefore means is that you've got a comprehensive way to ensure that you have all your data saved and your AI has all the data. Adding Graphifi within itself just gives it the ability to access that data in an efficient and systemized way, minimizing and reducing your token usage. So what you'd be doing is you'd be connecting Notion on the basis that it's brilliant for structured and shared work, but it's cloud and it's proprietary. So you do not keep that data in your actual server. Your data lives on their servers and in their format. It's great for front of house, bad place to bet your life's knowledge on. Okay. Obsidian, you own the files, it's private, it's fast, but it's not built for collaboration out of the box. Multiplayer and sync are bolt-ons. It's your back of house, not your actual client portal. And Graphifi is a genuine game changer for asking connections questions, but be honest about its limits. It's strongest on code, docs, PDFs, needs an API call to extract meaning. And the graph goes stale if you don't install the Git hook. The realistic token saving range people actually see is about 7 to 50 times, not the 71 time headline. So here's the framework. Structured, you'd be using Notion. Durable, you'd be using Obsidian. For intelligence, you'd be using Graphifi. Don't make one tool do all three jobs. Capture and share in Notion. So things that you need to share with your team, things that you want to keep durable, and things that you want to be able to share with other people outside of your team as well. However, for private truth, you would store that in Obsidian, things that we want to keep local in your computer. Connect and query with Graphifi. Each one does its own thing that it's good at. My genuine take is most people burn weeks arguing Notion versus Obsidian, and never installed the layer that makes either of them useful to an AI. And my question to you guys is, are you comfortable with your second brain living on a cloud? Or does the privacy of local files matter enough to run all three? And I'm genuinely curious. I'd love to hear it. The setup guide from top to bottom is going to be in the description below. The exact plugin name, the Graphifi instructions, and the command order are also going to be. The copy, paste, connected sequence is going to be in the Notion below. So for cloud convenience or local ownership for your knowledge, tell me where you land. If you want to go deeper, I've got a community where we build this sort of stuff together, workflows, agent setups, full system breakdowns. It's called bornbuilders.com. It's in the link below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.